How many of us have 3 hours a day? I mean, it's a little ridiculous, but it can overtake you and become your life. I know people that are Facebook freaks that spend all day on Facebook. That's not recommended, but you know, that's why you have services do it and not you. I mean, you're running a business, you know. 15% should be related to promoting your company. I said 25%, but 15%. Grow Twitter following, but you should grow your Twitter following steadily. In other words, you want a realistic goal. Most businesses, 100 to 200 people, followers a month. And then if you can write keyword-rich tweets so that you put your keywords in to your titles or any part of your tweet, that helps because there is a search engine that works with that. So that helps. Okay, and the art of retweeting, you can actually write RT retweet, or if you look under, they have a native function retweet, but the danger of using the retweet function is, as I said before, you can't add your little, you can't add your comments. See, this is just telling me I'm going on way too long here. Okay. Building relationships, improve conversations. You can have conversations in Twitter. So not just retweet, but you can actually have a back and forth conversation, and it attracts your whole conversation. And you don't have to outline it, but you can if you want to. Later, it sort of condenses it, and then you can always go back and look at the whole conversation. Okay, and this is just Matt Cutts, who is the Google guru. And shorten URLs. The one I like is bit.ly, bit.ly. If you go into bit.ly and you have a long URL, you know how most articles have long URLs? You can take that URL and you put it into bit.ly, and bit.ly will make it into a short URL so that you can use it to work with Twitter. So Twitter has a lot like super, su.pr. If you go into www.bit.ly or super, then you copy the URL, the long one, and that's all you have to do is copy it, and it will go into that to that other one. And it has statistics. You have tools, monitoring, analysis. I mean, Twitter is huge at this point. I know. I don't know why it's doing this. Maybe it's getting hot or something. Should have a guy doing that. All right, a little more. Okay. As an online marketing tool, again, we really believe in it. It's one of the ones that we recommend. Again, we talk to our client about strategy. It's good for increasing brand visibility, establishes authority and thought leadership, generates on and offline word of mouth, promotes discounts, coupons, deals for products and services. You can get your word out. You know, like if you're having some event, you can get that out on Twitter, and it goes really to a lot of people if you have it going virally. And it really does help your organic SEO. It really does add to that ranking that I was talking about before. A lot of the bigger clients like Best Buy and you know, some of the big ones, JetBlue, use it as a customer service tool. They have a network. It builds loyalty. They give points. They do all kinds of things through Twitter. And business goals, connects with customers, builds loyalty, increases brand visibility, generates leads, promotes discounts, customer service, and it generates website or blog traffic. And it does create links as well. Remember I talked how important links were? Okay, here's Dell. We just did a few samples of the big ones, okay? So let's go. Okay, Facebook. Basically, Facebook, you can do a profile or you can do a Facebook page. The profile is your personal. That's your name, your own personal page. The profile page. The Facebook page, however, is a page for business. They created it after everybody had profile pages and all the colleges went through it, and then business people started getting online. They said, we need a different kind of page for business people. So if you create a Facebook page, it's really for your business. And you know, you establish your brand. You can put your text, images, and videos there on that Facebook page. There are places that you can do that. And you can put all your Facebook applications if you have apps like those apps that we were talking about before. Then there's also Facebook groups. So if you have a group of people, let's say in this case a niche market area, you can have a group directly addressing your needs, and you have conversations within that group. If a question goes out to that group, it stays within that group, and the group gets notified about those. Anytime there's a question, anyone in that group gets notification automatically in your email. So it's a good way to stay connected with the people in your group. So let's say everybody here decided to have a group called NECPA, let's say, in Facebook. Then all of you that signed on to that group, you could just get into the group. It doesn't, I mean, you don't need to do anything special. It's all free and everything. But every time one of you in the group had something to share with the rest, it would go out to all of their emails, and it would give them a heads up. Here's what's happening, you know, and you know, maybe transfer business if you wanted.
So you're saying, for example, if we were all on a Facebook group and one of us was looking for X number of yards of fabric, that if this continues?
Absolutely. Now, that would also be something that you could do in LinkedIn. You could do a LinkedIn group, too. That's a really good viral business platform. I would do Facebook and LinkedIn, and that same kind of thing. Yes, Facebook and LinkedIn, you can look for people. For example, let's say one of you needed an employee, and you know it's very specialized and whatever. You know, you put the word out in the group, and the group helps you find that right person, because they know better than anyone probably what you need.
But what is the difference between LinkedIn?
LinkedIn is just very business oriented, but it has groups. It's a social network too for business. It's basically very similar. It's just a matter of where all your friends are, and most people do both.
And you are aware that PAMA already runs that, so that you have your Ask Your Peers, so that if you are looking for that discontinued fabric, it does go out to everybody who's a member of the LinkedIn group in PAMA.
So
there's also Marine Fabricator group.
So you should maybe send an email to all the people here about the groups that you already have existing, and that would be helpful. And join those groups. This is one of our employees who has his Facebook profile. So that's your personal profile, and then we have our Facebook page with the wall, just to show you what it looks like. And, you know, you share posts, you create events. If you create an event, it goes out to everybody in your network. So you can, it's great advertising for business, promotions, things of that nature. Email, you can email your page to people, social ads, etc. And again, it helps with SEO, with search engine optimization, because a lot of the content on your Facebook page from your business, if it's optimized correctly, will help you with your local search as well. And you might be the one that comes up on that Twitter search or that, you know, Facebook search.
Someone told me that Facebook for Business was a chargeable subscription versus...
No.
Okay, was it at one time?
No. No. And what Facebook has tools also that help you promote things. Now, what we do with a lot of our e-commerce customers is we actually help them to use the like button. In Facebook, there's a thing called like button, and you can actually tell products and things so that that goes virally to your friends. If you like it, you can like it and share it. And if you use those particular tools that are built correctly, you can build that right on your e-commerce site, and then it will go to your Facebook page, but it also shares that content with your network. And I actually have a slide that shows you how it sort of works. So basically you have your Facebook friends, Facebook page, then you have your friends. Your friends then like something on they become a fan, and their friends start seeing these things, and then their friends start saying that they like what they saw on your page, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, you have a group page, you have the profile page, and you have your Canvas page, and you can have your ads on those pages as well. This is going to be very interesting on the video. What are you doing? Okay, so basically, so you can have your ads on the side. Facebook has an ad that you pay for. If you want to do Facebook ads, you pay for that, but that's well worth it